Live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond,
It's the Mary and Sherry Show.
With special guest, Lou Holly.
I don't know how special, but I am here.
She's special. It's not every day you get a co-host from halfway around the world.
Yeah.
Lou's here from Thailand.
It's a ways.
Yeah.
And I am here.
And you are here, and
Over
we're
jet
glad.
lag, doing well.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Well, listen, you have the shout out today, so
Yes,
I'll give it over to you, and I'll just shut up.
Okay. So here's the shout out. My shout out is to, guess who? The KLDP, the Korean Leadership Development Program, the loves of my life in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Right now, Kiki actually is in North Carolina. How do you like that?
Oh, really?
Yes,
North Carolina.
Yes. Bang and Kiki were with me earlier in the month. We had things to do with CoServe here in the U.S. We had the
Right.
Academy for 2 weeks with Bang. And then Kiki came over for our conference. And then after that, her aunt, who is an immigrant, a Korean immigrant to the U.S., lives in North Carolina, and she said, please come see me.
Aw.
Sent her a ticket, and she's been there for 2 weeks.
Oh,
So-
that's wonderful.
Yep, flying back
Wonderful.
in a few days to
Okay.
Thailand. Our kids are doing good. They're in school. I believe they're coming up on their semester testing soon, so you might pray for them on that. That's always a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. And things are going along with construction and...
No construction because we don't have all the money. We're not going to,
Okay.
we can't do things piecemeal there. It's pretty dangerous to do things that way. So when we have all our funds that we need
Okay.
for the dorm, we'll break ground on the dorm.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're always glad to hear news about the KLDP, so yay,
Thank you.
yay. All right, well, a little more locally, this Saturday, just a few days from now, we are going to have our August Alliteration Adventure Casserole Cookoff Film Festival and Song Soiree.
I've heard about
And
this.
yes, I'm about eyeball deep in getting ready for that right now. When I'm done with all this today, I'm still editing films, but it's all good stuff. It's so much fun, and we've had such a great response for people excited about this. So, if you have a judged casserole, it needs to be to the kitchen by 4:30, and my judges need to be to the kitchen by 4:30. The plan is to start serving at 5. Now, if it takes our judges a little bit longer, I got to thinking, they want to really take their time and give it their best.
Yeah, especially if they're real hungry.
I was going to say they better leave a couple bites for everybody else. But the plan is to start eating by 5. It may be a little bit after that if it's taking the judges a while, and I know you can appreciate them taking their time. We'll serve dinner, and then after we've had dinner, we're going to start the songs and the films. I've got a bulletin ready to put together. We have Faye Wheeler leading our songs.
Oh, great.
So we're
That's
excited
great.
for that. We'll bring the piano in, and I think it's going to be just a wonderful evening. I'm really having fun editing the last few films that need to get done. We've got some serious stuff. We've got some devotional stuff. We've
great.
got some funny things, of course, because...
You need funny stuff. And I'm very curious. I'll be there. I'm going to go.
Oh, I'm so
Sherry.
glad.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Good. So please come out. Wonderful, wonderful event to bring somebody. Maybe it's somebody who has attended our church, but during the course of the pandemic has kind of, it's whatever, it happened. We get into new patterns. So maybe bring them back, or a neighbor, a friend, whatever. Pull somebody up off the street. We're good. So, anyways, what's happening after that then, Lou?
Well, I see here that it's Grandparents' Day on September 11th. So, with that, we're encouraging people to bring their grandparents. So, bring the grandkids to church, and we will have games on the lawn after the service for everybody to play. So, grandkids can invite grandparents, and grandparents can invite grandkids. And I'll bring my dad. He's a grandparent. He's not mine.
I like
but
it.
he is a grandparent.
Will you play a game with him on the lawn after?
If he can do it, we'll do it.
Well, I think we have croquet, we've got cornhole.
Well, if there's snacks, I know
and
we can do
ladder
that
golf.
part.
Right. So definitely stop and get your food on the way out and then come have some fun. We'd love to see some youngsters there along with our more mature set.
Great idea.
Well, it's still August, and we told you Mary was taking August off, but we don't want you to miss her too badly. So here's another episode of Mary in the Wild. Enjoy.
Howdy, friends. So I'm standing here above Lake Winnemucca, which is only a 3-mile walk in from the trailhead, going through this beautiful patch of lupin, Indian paintbrush, columbine, just about every flower you can think of, and all I can think of is, how great thou art. This is a lovely patch of flowers right here. All of these are columbine, the Colorado state flower, and these little delicate beauties are forget-me-nots, the Alaskan state flower. And the Nevada state flower? Sagebrush. And by the way, did I tell you that these are forget-me-nots? I forgot.
Well, it's great to see Mary. I just love that girl, and I love watching all her antics and things that she's up to here and there and everywhere, not far from here usually, which amazes me.
Right.
All the amazing things that you can do out there in the wild. And often she brings her parents too, I think,
Yes.
along for the
Yes.
ride. Yes. Okay. Well, Zephyr Point is one of those beautiful places nearby, and I understand, and I see here, that if you're interested in helping out on the Zephyr Point Work Day, I believe it is, Saturday, September 10th. That's the day before the 11th, which is the Grandparents' Day.
You got it. You
Yes.
got it. You got
So
it.
you want to call or email Grace or Bob Speicher to sign up or to get more information.
That's exciting. It's been in the works for a while and it kept getting postponed, so hopefully this one sticks. Almost a week after that, on Friday, September 16th at 6 p.m. in the Family Life Center for no charge is the MAF Movie Night. The Mission Committee is hosting a movie night to show the film Ends of the Earth. It's a film about the mission and ministry of Mission Aviation Fellowship, MAF. We have the KLDP, the MAF, MOUSE. This is a remarkable piece documenting what actual on-site work looks like and how lives are transformed by the gospel. Sure to be a really good time. Bring your friends. There will be childcare available. And come have a good time and learn more about this ministry.
You know, MAF is great. I have myself been in one of their planes several
Really?
times in West Africa. And I'll tell you, it's just exciting work, what they're doing. They go places no one else can get to, and they help missionaries and local people. They're a great organization, so I'm glad they're showing
Good.
the film.
Good.
Awesome.
All right, what's next, Lou?
Okay, nominations. Nominations are coming up for elders and deacons here at our church. So these are real important ministries here in the life of our church, and here are the details about that. So elders are given authority and responsibility along with the pastors to oversee the spiritual health of our congregation, as well as the faithfulness, our faithfulness to God's mission here at First Presbyterian Church. So that's the elder part. The deacons, they lead the ministries that nurture fellowship and caregiving within and beyond the congregation. We need deacons. Deacons are great. They're the hands of the congregation, I think, to the people out there. I know my dad's been really blessed by his deacon.
Oh, good.
And I'm always so pleased when I hear
Yeah.
that living so far away. So what can you do? You can be praying. You can pray that God's going to raise up those people whom he is preparing to serve in these ministries. I like that. He's preparing these people
Yep,
to serve
that's
him.
truth.
And please don't assume that someone else will do all the praying and the discerning, because we need everyone to help out. So,
That's right.
boy, that's the truth. It really is, you know. Can't underestimate the prayers of the people.
No, not at all. You know, I have to say, I've never served as a deacon. I've served as an elder. I think our deacons are amazing. But when you're really praying like that, when you're truly praying for God to prepare people and lift them up, and you feel the Holy Spirit tugging on you like that, it can be a little frightening if it's something you've never done, like, I don't know if I'll do that. But if you truly follow his will and you go ahead and you say, maybe I could do that, you will be blessed beyond measure.
Boy,
I mean,
for sure.
you know, it's just a wonderful thing. So please do keep that in your prayers.
Yeah, prayer is the thing that really fuels so much of what goes on in the church, and we don't think about it as kind of the underlying fuel that's really feeding
It is.
what's
and,
happening.
And our deacons have something exciting happening with that, but I'm not going to share that right now.
Nope.
We'll get to that, and maybe I'll tell you once the cameras are off.
I'm prophesying, and I didn't even know it.
Add that to your list of.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, so our final note for today is the pastor's study. Today, we are doing Walking in the Desert with God. Next week, we are finishing up Walking in the Desert with God. And then we're going to take a 1-week break, so Bob can just sort of breathe. Actually, he and I are going to be back here filming something for Advent.
Of course you are.
Yeah. But Wednesday, September 14th, he is starting his Bible study series of Sermon on the Mount.
Great.
That's exciting. So, what can you do to be prepared for this? You can read aloud if you are able, because he loves for people to read aloud, Matthew chapters 5 through 7. So you only have 3 chapters this time, not an entire book. That's, But yes, read it aloud if you can. If not, just read it. And the fall series will begin Wednesday, September 14th. Just as usual, we'll have 10 a.m. in the Fellowship Hall, which is directly below Aunt Betty's studio, 6:30 p.m. up here. That one will be available by Zoom. I know many of you were missing out not having this last one available by Zoom, but being a video thing, we didn't have the copyright for that. Whew, I feel like I just ran through that.
Well, I wanted to say something about reading out loud like that.
Yeah.
That's something we do with our students. We tell them, read aloud. If you can't read aloud, mouth the words and read it. It slows you down. It gets you into the passage more.
Right.
It helps it become more part of you, and it's just so different than when we read in our heads.
Agreed.
So I'm glad Bob has you guys doing that. That's
You almost
stuff.
think he knows what he's doing.
he does. He does.
He does.
Yeah,
He does.
That boy does.
We are very blessed to have him, just to have him teaching and leading us. So
Amen.
we are. All right. Well, this is YouTube. So both of us lefties here invite you to like, subscribe.
And I understand that you can ring the bell.
And share. God bless. Take care. Thank you for spending time with us today. We will see you soon, hopefully Saturday at the August Alliteration Adventure, and then again Sunday at church. Bye.
Bye. Remember, I'm a greenhorn, a real greenhorn. Okay.
So today we're doing walking in the desert, not the dessert, walking in the desert with God, or walking in the desert with God.
All right, listen to me. This is me talking to you. I'm talking to you, Sherry. I'm talking to Sherry. That's what I'm doing. I can use my left hand or not?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, because I am left-handed.
I'm left-handed too.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
All right, Bob, that's like that's it. I mean, we're back to normal after this. You got one compliment.
Oh, you're bad. You are bad, Sherry. Oh, my goodness. Okay. How do you get so clever? That's what I want to know with everything.
Boredom?
I'm not kidding. It's pretty amazing.